I think the hardest part for me to accept was how badly I treated Nicole Appleton. I think the intention of this movie for me was just purely an attention-seeking move.
I'm Robbie Williams. This is my story, but I'm not going to tell it in an ordinary way because I don't see myself how others see me. For the next 2 hours, you're mine!
What I really love about this movie is that you did not wait for someone else to tell your story. What part of it was the hardest for you to accept when you saw it on screen?
What was the hardest part for me to accept? I think the hardest part for me to accept was how badly I treated Nicole Appleton and who I was and how I was back then. When I was learning to be a human and not doing a very good job, because that's not who and what I am, and that is not who and how I see myself, and that is not who I've become. So that was difficult.
Well, I gotta say that one of the moments that we Mexicans always remember is when you invited a Mexican host, Omar Chaparrro, to play Better Man on stage with you in Mexico City. This was almost 20 years ago, I gotta say.
Muy bien, Robbie. Gracias, señor.
Let's do this. This is Better Man. Come on, Omar.
I don't know if you remember.
To be honest with you, there's been a few rehabs since then, you know, and unfortunately, my addiction has taken away lots of memories. But I do know this: whenever I come to Mexico, it's like being famous in Mars for me, from where I'm from, you know, and to come and be recognized and have people know my songs in Mexico. It's still, as I'm saying it, sounds surreal, you know, but it never passes me how lovely and how wonderful that feels.
We really, really do love you. We love your music. We've been here with you since many years from now. But if you could go back in time and give your younger self one piece of advice before fame, but only maybe using one of your songs, what would you say? Which song would you dedicate to your younger self?
Which song would I play to my younger self? Better Man, I suppose.
Yes.
Yeah, I would say this is what you have to do.
I know, I get it. I think that the fact that you are actively involved in shaping your own story makes Better Man one of the best biopics I have ever seen in my life, because we know that it's actually you know, on screen. But was this like a therapeutic experience for you, maybe?
Was it a therapy? I still don't know. We're still in the process of selling this movie, you know, and when I did my documentary, it only became a therapeutic tool when it came out and I'd been seen and I'd been heard and I'd been respected for my behavior and how I presented myself and what I said. And that meant a great deal to me. I'm still in the trenches with this movie. It's still up to God what this movie means to people and what it means to me. I'll be finding out, but I don't know right now.
I don't know if the intention of making this movie was maybe to show yourself as you really are and were, but do you think that Better Man will change the way people perceive you?
I think the intention of this movie for me was just purely an attention-seeking move. You know, I my job means I need people's attention. If I don't have their attention, I can't do my job. So I'll not pretend that it's anything other than an attention-seeking device on behalf of me and my family.
So, the story starts. I'm